Okay, and voice check, voice check. Right, let's do this. So for those watching the recording, we're getting quite close to the end, because I did look up some small spoilers, and apparently there's 6 liberation rites in total, and I've done 4, so there will be one more, then there'll be the final one. So this means it looks like we'll be finishing this game up either today or Friday. I'd assume Friday, but I'm not really sure how long it's going to take. Either way, I'll be starting a poll after the stream just to decide what games to play. It looks like the quick vote I put up on Monday has said everyone really wants to see a blind Let's Play. But I kind of want to play Paper Mario 2 again, so I'm going to put that on the poll just in case. The Tempers. Myr the Horned One formed the Tempers upon his own ideals. Ingrained in this triumvirate are basic truths about the dual roles of strength and gentleness. The Horned One, he has had a dualistic nature for as long as he and I consider each a friend. The stories I am told about Myr's youth describe no one I know. All of us are capable of more. I once was an imp that could not write. Myr was once a man that could not think. The Tempers once were ordinary folk. Now they rise to greatness, always striving, never overreaching. They are not like Myr himself, rather they are what Myr wished he could be. Okay, time to hurt my voice. Hey Amanda. Princess. Oh, yeah, I get what you did there. Right, let's do this voice. Hello, my girl. Tizo and I were just reminiscing on old times. Tizo is happy to have Fulfred back among the Nightwings once again. Thank you, Tizo. I'm happy to be back among the Nightwings as well. Though you understand why we were forced to be apart for so long, don't you? Tizo indicates he understands full well. I trust that Tarek provided some good company and soul during the intervening time. Tizo confirms he did enjoy travelling alongside the lone minstrel for some time. What I'd really like to play is Metroid Other M, but Ridley just only makes noises I make for Tizo.
And there he is, right on cue.
Something I can do for you, Volfrid, sir? Volfrid laughs warmly at this.
No, Tarek, we're well enough for now. Tizo and I, we were just remembering the time when we met, the three of us.
Tizo was rather apprehensive then, as I recall.
He was merely being circumspect, I'm sure. Tizo has the sharpest instincts of us all.
But the bite he gave you, sir, it left a permanent impression, did it not?
It did indeed. I consider it a mark of friendship. May it stay with me for all my days.
Yeah, is this mark on his arm here?
It's a good reminder that, despite the challenges we faced together in the past, my time amongst the Nightwings has been extraordinary.
Likewise, I can say the same, sir.
Really?
Tizo shares the sentiment as well. Volfrid turns to you.
I should apologize, my girl. Here we are talking of a history you do not share. Believe me when I say we're skipping over many of the bad parts. What I mean is, it isn't my intention to exclude you as we wax nostalgic. The Nightwings that you know, we're a strange assortment, are we not?
Hey, Froy, how's it going?
Those of us who share some kinship from the past, I suppose we cannot help but seek some warmth in it. But it should not be to the exclusion of the friendships that we forge right now.
Algus? Yeah, well, I'm just sort of trying to give him a Welsh accent. He actually has a counterpart, sort of, that he has some sort of history with. When you go to do the rites that I've been giving a Welsh accent as well. Yeah, I suppose, to be honest, he actually looks like a red mage, but with all the colour bleached out.
So please, why don't you join us for a bit?
Together you, Volfrid, Tizo, and the lone minstrel talk a while about the times gone by. The three of them are pleased to be back in one another's company. I can't really do a decent Scottish accent. Well, to be fair, I can't really do a decent Welsh accent, can I? I'm sure if someone actually Welsh was watching, they'd be furious with me. Hey Kira, how's it going? Having gone close through shared experience in the past, just the same, they have welcomed you into the group. In spite of the hardships you have faced, some of these idle moments that you share together may one day form memories you think back on with fondness. Soon the conversation winds down, though it lifted all your spirits for the while. Okay, contact. Okay. Bertrude can find some alchemical reagents, or... Clear roads. Okay, Bertrude, let's humour you then. How's everyone's evening going? Yeah, well, not bad. I've officially done my last shift until I go back to work on the 15th, so it's nice to finally have some time off. This will of course mean there won't be any skipped streams, barring some sort of disaster, like power cuts. Yeah, we have had a couple of power cuts here today, so if I suddenly disappear, that's why. The bog witch Big Bird Tree knows much of things growing unseen throughout the land, including things residing here within the strange outcroppings of Black Shore.
We have made note of thy willing assistance. Come along then, reading one.
Why she requests your company in such exertions, only she could say. Yet she does no such thing. She instead directs you to collect the foul ingredients she seeks. The agents seem to disappear into her robes, and you return in silence. Later you note a new talisman has appeared among the group's possessions. Okay, I always appreciate you dropping by nevertheless, Kira. I hope you have a good shift, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Work allowing. Okay, what was that noise? Oh, and thanks for the host. Bearing Bertrude's unmistakable mark. You acquired Living Flame. It was crafted with care. While Bearer's Pyre has more fire than the adversaries, Bearer deals bonus damage +4. Some old bog dweller sorcery keeps this bit of bottled flame from ever flaring out. Neat. You approach Bertrude just as she has finished polishing the various bottles, flasks, and vials your fellow exiles have collected during your travels through the downside.
The evidence of thy travails. How brazenly thee put them on display. Ye tempt these lands to swallow thee.
She lets out a long breath.
Nevertheless, these trinkets stir our memories. Not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. No, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies, and in exchange we found agreeable. We sought then certain reagents necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth, and he knew where to procure them. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks, a certain recipe, notorious yet secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas then we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside, for Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long had we studied this accursed place, Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of the flagging hands, land so far away, and yet they called to us. If mortal Melf was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond reckoning that we could do the same. Furthermore, but she hesitates. It matters not, reading one. Thou hast indulged our tales for long enough, for now. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfrid. Yet you sense that she is here by choice. Okay, race to do crime, conspiracy, motive, insurrection. If you needed someone cursed or guarantees a fortune on a big day, or to consult with the elder patrons such as Ophem Unburied or Master's Needle Eyes, you would go see Big Bertrude. She was one of the most infamous alchemists of her day, and plied her trade right under the Commonwealth's nose without regard. Ironically, it was a modest-sounding request for printing inks that ultimately got her into trouble, resulting in her exile. In the downside, her reputation preceded her, and she resumed her practice. Okay, let's carry on.
You are nothing, reader.
Wow,
Nothing
rude.
but a mindless simpleton.
What?
Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes. The rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
I don't think he likes me. Well, they've already said he's powerless to stop me, so yeah, he probably is going to try. You wake up from what little sleep you've managed this past night once more. The voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. If the voice truly is that of the Archjustice Androbles the Ninth himself, as Volfred indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. Oh, and here's where we find out what happened to our bird lady. A messenger imp somehow tracks you down in the razor brambles of the Black Basin and delivers to you recent news and rumours from the other side. Specifically, the imp shares details regarding Pyre and what became of her since she was liberated at the fall of Solayam. She found herself back in the homeland of her enemies, where, despite her connection to the Highwing remnants, her past transgressions were forgiven. In fact, she was asked to join the military council, given her unique background. Yet she refused to cooperate and instead demanded to be reunited with her sister, Tamifa. But when they threatened her with resentencing to exile, insisted that she take the opportunity, Tamifa said at last that she would think it over and return with a decision soon. Next she was seen, however, was amongst Volfred's sons and daughters of the Revolution, where it is said she has attached her loyalty, at least for the time. You thank the imp for bringing you this news, which soon gets your companions talking. Tiso wishes for Pyre to find her way and her sister in the Commonwealth. It seems to me the little bird is no more free now than when she was here.
We suspect the ancient
between the winged and the flightless shall not be soon resolved, if ever at all.
I hold to hope that the fine sisters one day shall join together as part of our good cause. The two of them can help lead us towards a brighter future.
Never once before had this night felt even a thing for our most bitter enemies, and yet, having known Pyre proof eye-opening indeed for this night. In spite of some mixed feelings, the news of Pyre's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with resolve. +1 hope for the next rite. Okay, nothing in here. Let's see what our favourite merchant has. Hey guys, you know what I was thinking? Maybe I should have a sale or something here sometime. But then again, my prices are as low as they can go, so I don't think I can. I just can't do it, guys. Ooh. Yep, your favourite, Roy. You guys have a good day out there. Page revealed. Foraged findings. There is a simple pleasure to be found in foraging about this place. Easy for a cur to say, of course. Though barren looking to the naked eye, the downside has its share of semi-hidden treasures waiting to be found. It was a nose for treasure after all which drew us here. Certain types of artifacts found in this place would fetch a reasonable sum in sol, whether because they shine with the inner light, or due to other special properties. I have observed that stardust, freshly fallen from the heavens, sometimes glimmers in the afternoons. I have not found a use for it as yet, although because it brings me faith, perhaps I have indeed. Right. Though the now familiar surroundings of the nest of Trieste make preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered.
At last. Well, Tizo, I have every faith in your ability in this.
Tizo is feeling more than ready to take on the Pyre hearts. You wish them all good fortune in turn, little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence, and await the Pyre hearts.
still very cross with you, you know. To think I saw in you a worthy heir.
Sorry.
Not just to the legacy of the Night Wings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted right. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
I think he's upset.
You again. You come to torment us. You always got our hopes us that time, but not this time.
The Pyre Hearts. Let us show them what the Night Wings can do.
Okay, buddy boy, you're going down.
Be this time.
Okay, so the Sea Dominion has known relentless underwater war for several millennia. As its population nevertheless keeps growing, some worms clambered up to the surface to make fortunes there. The Commonwealth recognised their ship. Oh, I've already seen this. Okay, so Demon Lady and Sir Deluge have sickness from the last game, so we're kind of limited in our choices here.
Decided yet?
Okay, Tizo, you got this. Oh, thanks, Amanda. What's going on here? Game froze up a bit there. Oh. I think it crashed. Yep, it crashed. Wow, that's a nuisance. I mean, rather than the tree, I'd rather be a bounty hunter, but tree is a good backup option, isn't it? Yeah, it's got an autosave and it's quite generous with them, so I think I'll be okay. Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, that's not too much progress, is it?
Oh hey, you guys, you just missed some other customers and I sold them some of my best stuff. Not the best stuff I sell it to you, but if you run into some guys with good stuff, you know where they got it.
I have no idea what that voice was meant to be.
Cheapskates.
Just realised I sort of drifted into a Gollum voice there. Anyways, I'm going to give Tizo +1 quickness. Well, let's hear the sports coach insult us again. Yeah, to be fair, he is a pretty fun character anyway.
Rita, I am still very cross with you, you know.
Something about that line kills
To
me.
think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy of the Night Wings, but to the future of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I love her
That
snarkiness.
traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted right. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
Yeah, I think he's basically the he's the same voice actor as Rux in the first game, and the Transistor in Transistor, so...
Go on then. Volfred.
Like there's a choice.
Gertrude. It is done.
We await the ancient rites commencement.
Well, we're not afraid of you, especially not this night. Worm Knights, attack!
Now
Yeah.
begin. Engulfed within the aura.
Oh, come on.
Almost. How careless.
This is getting ridiculous.
Well cast. Down goes that one.
Okay, that's a start.
Oh no, no, no! Not again! Not again!
Yes, suffer.
Somebody get the orb. One careless step. The orb slips from your clutches.
Ah,
Flames grow weak.
okay.
Quite the turn of events. Banishment for all. Empire shan't survive much more of that. That one almost got through. Oh. Au revoir now, Sir Deluge. Glory to the scribes.
Come on. Yoink.
Banishment. You left yourselves wide open.
You. I can do this. Ouch.
Tizo takes the plunge. Stand not in glory's path.
Come on.
Someone there rose to the occasion. Now then.
Okay.
The orb is up. Glorious. The rite is nearly ended. Tis what the scribes ordain.
Okay, I just need to get that last one in.
Such fervor. Oof. Well, now that was exciting.
Oh, come on.
The orb is loose.
Come on, teaser copter.
It is done. The Night Wings prevail. May their next adversaries fare a little better. The rite is done.
This night, he knew he had no chance. For shame.
There is much to learn from this experience. I knew someday that even Wolfred there would see the light.
Long did I bid my time in anticipation that one day the Night Wings would reform under a common cause. To be part of it myself, it nourishes the spirit.
Okay, choose a mastery. Once per ride, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his pyre, it is restored by 40 instead. Yes, please.
Be gone now from my sight.
Okay, Grumpy Guts. There proves little time for rest at the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles have secured victory over the Pyre Hearts rather soundly. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better, at least, and express gratitude to Volfrid, Tizo and Bertrude for their efforts. Just then the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and follow him back out to the darkness. The stars above seem to be few and fading, yet one still shines, defiant. Okay, the penultimate liberation rite. You notice that the lone minstrel is standing there with you, regarding the night sky. The Gate Guardian and I, we have paid witness to the liberation rites upon the fall of Solium for a long time. We have seen so much, and so I am a bit taken aback is all to see something which I have never seen. You look upon the stars together for a while, then. I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late, and you need rest. The black wagon shall have to take flight again come morning. Okay, let's get going. Volfred approaches you as you fly above his hidden lair at the Movenlight Alcove. You cannot help but wonder if you shall ever return there.
Ah, dear Alclove. I asked my agents to break down the place. It soon shall be gone, if it isn't already. We shall not be returning. We've not the time to do so anyway. And with Aurelek back among the living now, and no longer fond of me, I dare not think what he would do with it. Unfortunately, hiding places are of little value once they're found. Once this is over, those of us who do not manage to return, we shall have to find another place to live. To try to live at least.
Something appears different now about the sacred mountain west of here. The lands near Emperor's Ascent and Emperor's Fall appear ashen. On the other hand, the once precarious regions below, which you now know as the Temple High Road and Temple Cistern, seem swept clean by the elements. The lone minstrel observes this all alongside you. Inclement weather we have seen, lady, reader madam. We ought to be able to make landing close to Scribe's Gate now. Then I suppose this means we shall soon see Celeste once more. Then I shall go tell everyone to prepare for landing. Okay. Volfred or Gilman. You know what, let's free Gilman. I like that guy. You arrive once more among the solemn beauty of Mount Elodiel. It appears that Dalbert and Fate have already arrived along the other route. With some time to spare after having landed, you join Sir Gilman on a brief expedition to the monument of Molten Millith.
This knight now understands what he must do. His good companions, they inspire him to greater deeds. He shall prove to them that he is worthy of their friendship. Surely he can have his honour back if they see fit.
You return to the wagon once he has finished paying his respects. You have occasion once more to pursue your vocations. Sir Gilman gained +3 glory for the next rite. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much that you're hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway.
Exile is too light a sentence for this night.
He notices you, then seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire.
Oh, greetings to you, noble master reader. What brings you to this night, this afternoon?
Sir Gilman is attempting to make small talk. Ask him if everything is alright. Such a venting of emotion is uncommon, even for the likes of this particular worm knight. tell him to calm down. Sir Gilman is making enough of a racket to be a cause of some fair concern. Don't tell him to calm down if he's upset. You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there's something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected, but then...
Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then you have this night apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here, then, are the troubles you requested. You are of course familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This night stood there on the front lines while the High-Wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made that a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then two by two, they picked us off, becoming bolder some of them, shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, who you met when you first met this night. That cursed deluge. If not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held, at least for a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to match his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on sentence to the downside. And as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters of the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. But this night, when he encountered you in the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honour left to lose, with so much left to gain, it became so eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe he was spared that day not by mere coincidence. Perhaps under King Orez yet has plans in store, in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Okay, bio updated. He was a knight-errant of the Sea Dominion who sought glory in the Commonwealth, where he became a front-line fighter in the never-ending war against the Harps. In this he fared much better than most of his kind, until the day of the disastrous siege of the Spiral Sanctum, where his entire regiment was destroyed in an ambush. As one of the sole survivors of this incident, Sir Gilman accepted full responsibility for the outcome, and volunteered to go into exile as penance for the failure. Yeah. For me it's Sir Gilman. No question. This knight is always ever keen to take the barest scraps of wisdom, Master Reader. You and Sir Gilman go over what you know of the celestial landmarks you have been to, and how their properties impact the Nightwings and the rites.
You can tell he knows many of them well by now. Ah, the gloried vistas of the downside, though they be a laughing stock next to the splendours of the Commonwealth, of course. Hey, if I can free Sir Gilman in this trial, I will. Again you stand before the Scribe's Gate, where the Gate Guardian regards you all above an archway carved from the stone. Exiles of the Nightwing, you must know by now that, once the stars no longer shine, the right shall cease. For now, step forth. Except for you, Tarek. You stay right there. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared. And as for me, you shall not blaspheme under the gate again. Do we understand each other, Tarek? Eh, Celeste. I apologize for my behaviour before. I shall adhere more strictly to my duties. Be sure at it. Now each of you, come forth. Please state your names and what it is you seek while crossing the Scribe's Gate. Yep, even if it's Tizo. Oh, come on, they're all too cute to actually choose. One by one, your companions cross the gate until it is your time to do so, and you follow them in turn. The Gate Guardian regards you all, then waves you through towards the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Am I free to go accompany them, Celeste, or shall I remain here? She looks at him a while. You are free to accompany them, Tarek. As you will, Celeste. Until we meet upon the summit, then. Okay. Oh, it's you guys. Well, come on in, I guess. You got right here right on time, because I was just thinking maybe I'd just close a little early here, you know? Business has been real good and everything. It's been a little slow in spots, a little slow is all. So I was thinking maybe I should do a sale. What do you say to that? Go for it. A well-promoted sale might be just the thing to shake things up at the slug market. Stay strong. It is important from an economic standpoint to not undercut the value of well-crafted goods. Yeah, that's right. Don't Walmart. You reassure Falcon wrong. His goods are already competitively priced, and that a sale should not be necessary. You know, that's what I was just what I was thinking too. Isn't that funny? I mean, my prices can't be beat already, so a sale? That doesn't make much sense at all. So, you buying something here or what? Shooting star. The bearer can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Nope, guess we're not buying anything. Be seeing you around then, Okay, let's do this. Once more, the time has come for the liberation rite. One among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the Fates. As your companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of this vital rite, the lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion. Night is falling. These moments prior to each commencement, I must admit they give me pause. Knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader, to ease the waiting for us both? I have travelled far and wide, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth I know only through word and song. I sometimes think on what life would be like out there. If you were not ensnared within this place and free to roam your country, what have you have done with all your days and years, rather than striving here under the stars? What would you have done with yourself in the Commonwealth? Maybe you would have tended the land. A simple life on the farm may have been your calling. You miss the earth and where you're from. Maybe you would have sailed across the seas. The waters past the borders of the Commonwealth. Therein lies a freedom you would have sought. Maybe you would have returned to the outskirts. You might have gone where it is quieter and peaceful, and enjoyed the stillness for a while. Maybe you would have fought for freedom. You yet feel an obligation to correct the Commonwealth towards a better course. Perhaps it was inevitable that you were to be cast into exile. You cannot abide by the state of things within the Commonwealth. There is so much needing to be changed there. It seems then that you'd face a greater challenge than even here. Your Commonwealth sounds to be a country rather set upon its ways. Of course, that is the nature of an ambition of the planet of which you are a part. May your actions here bring about the future you desire on either side. Just then the lone minstrel looks forth, and you see it is time. The stars above, though faint, begin to burn. Okay, let's do this.
The stars that yet remain aflame align once more over the sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfred seek to undermine. 'Tis my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May the fates soon quench those flames of yours.
I
Let
got
us
this.
get on with the proceedings then.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the faith, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Night Wings. The old bent cur Dalbert steps forward and struggles for a moment with his mask.
Greetings, good heralds. I am Dalbert Oldheart. It is the greatest honour of my years to stand upon this sacred site upon which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. In my day, Nightwings, we are honoured to be in your presence once more. Father, they are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need to be gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from their freedom. I must restore my honour and catch the Avatar.
Sorry. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him.
My sincerest apologies for his unnecessary outbursts. Alma, please, we have worked towards this opportunity, and we must make the most of it.
He puts his mask back on.
My son and I stand ready to begin. Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct this liberation rite? Choose quickly. May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader. I trust you are prepared to play the hymns with me, Tariq. Always Celeste.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Okay. Come on, Sir Gorman, you deserve it.
Sir Gilman.
Has this knight at last regained his honour? Let us find out now.
Who shall stand with him? Jodariel.
Then let us prevail against the fate and be done.
Wolfred.
Prepare yourself, Sir Gilman, for on this night the Nightwings shall prevail in your name and set you free.
Predictably decided to...
We give thanks to this opportunity to face you, O Nightwings. Now let us strive in our fullest capacity with honour and grace.
Save your strife for the right, Father, and for the voyage home. Let this be our final battle against them.
Commence.
Oh, come on. Yep, it's you, alright. Come on, Worm, earn your freedom.
Hearest thou, O noble drummer? We each beseech you. Surely we cannot prevail without your aid. If ever you heard my prayers, I beg of you, please smile upon us now.
Whether from his prayers to the scribes or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return. Oh, come on, that's hacks. Eep.
A banishment. With grace.
Oh, come on.
You poor Nightwings. No law against throwing in the orb. The orb is loose.
Like a moose.
Beauteous. Best not get overconfident, Nightwings.
Ah. Oh, screw you, voice.
A decisive blow. This is the road to ruin. Engulfed within the aura. Headlong goes Sir Gilman into flame. Twas dangerously close. All of the Nightwings vanished.
Come on.
Thrust straight into your flames.
Okay, I'm in trouble.
Now, take it.
Whew. Oh. Okay, one more, I can do this. Okay, maybe I can't. Yep. It's coming down to the wire. Come on, Death or Glory. Death it is. Nope.
Tough.
Let's try that again.
Whom do you endeavor to return? Sir Gilman. Who shall stand with him? Volfred. Jodariel. Predictably decided. Commence.
Oh, come on. Let's try that again. Yep, very fast indeed.
Whom do you endeavor to return? Sir Gilman. Who shall strive for him? Jodariel. Volfred. Predictably decided. Commence.
Come on, return, return. He didn't return. Come on, stop cheating.
grace.
I turned that one around.
The orb taken. Careless.
Oh, come on.
Both triumvirates are equally as close. Stand not in glory's path. Over doused the adversary fire. Best not get overconfident, Nightwings. A deftly thwarted drive. A decisive blow. This is the road to ruin. An opportunity. Headlong goes Sir Gilman into flame.
So close, so very, very close.
Like that, and we are finished here. How very fortunate. A banishment.
Come on. Oh, you're getting clever. Oh right, I didn't have the orb, did I? Oh, come on.
And there it is, at last.
The tree guy has an ability where randomly, if we're losing, the final blow will actually be a +50.
turn.
Sir Gilman.
Who shall strive for him?
Joe Dariel.
Wolfred.
It is done.
Commence.
And now he's activating his cheatingness. Cheatiness. Yeah, I got this, I've got this. Whoa.
I thought they had you there. Oh, you poor nightwings.
Oh, shut up.
A decisive blow. Definitely thwarted the drive.
What even happened there?
Previous maneuver.
You know, I think this game would actually be much more fun turn-based.
Alma banished. glancing blow. A stroke of luck is all. Your Pyre cannot take much more of that. Atlas worm. Simply abhorrent. Such a display.
Eep.
This is the road to ruin.
Yoink. Nearly there.
There it is.
Haha.
The Nightwings proved their worth. Rather convincingly, I must admit.
And all I had to do was cheat.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
I love the
Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth.
I love how enthusiastic he sounds now.
And all others
Sounds now.
shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
I think there's one more. So, yep. Alas, my son, it appears once more. It seems I have failed you. Father, wait. What good is freedom to us anyway, if we would be apart? Honor, freedom. Sir Gilman stares at nothing in particular. You sense he is still taking in what has transpired and what it means for him. So then, this night, he is to be free? He is to be free? Nay, but that would mean... Why, that would mean its honours is restored. One cannot go back to the Commonwealth by any other means. This knight's self-exile was self-wrought, his disgrace profound. That he has atoned under the eye of the Under-King, and those of his noble comrades. He begins to grow very emotional, and then... I think that was the, yep, that was the screenshot button. Oh, thanks, Roy. This knight loves you all. He loves you all, that you would strive for him, and let him join your noble quest.
This knight does not feel as though he is deserving of this outcome yet. The result appears inarguable. Even now, this knight is drawn to the streamer pool. Our time grows brief. Therefore, know this, beloved friends. This knight shall forever strive on your behalf, there in the Commonwealth. Through his honour may have been restored. His true journey only now begins. And so, good friends of the Nightwings, this night must bid you farewell. However, the bonds we formed together shall not be broken by fierce distance. Nay. Strive on, good friends, strive on. You can still hear Sir Gilman as he vanishes into the shimmer pool. If this loony knight could have achieved such glory, surely all you can. For now, farewell, farewell. Sorry, by the way, my voice is getting a bit sore. Sir Gilman earned back his freedom. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Sir Gilman. Perhaps the scribes are watching even now.
He'll be missed
Watching
dearly.
as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
Wah, wah, wah. I think I think there's
Now take your execrable companions someplace else.
rude. Yeah, I think there's one more liberation rite. And that's the end of the game. So yep, I'll be creating a poll in a bit after I finish the stream. You prevailed in the liberation rite against fate. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Sir Gilman. You return to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. There was more I meant to say to him while he was still among us.
May his absence spur us on to greater glory.
You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go.
Our plan approaches a key turning point. Let us ensure it comes to fruition, not only for ourselves here, but for our companions and our loved ones in the Commonwealth. But we have little time now for reflection into this. Look yonder, reader. The stars demand we go already. Let us help them usher in the end of all this.
Okay, I'm going to make my selection. Okay, I'm going to choose the next rite and then I'll call the stream. It looks like we'll be finishing on Friday. I think I might free Druderiol in the last one. Okay, we've got Kalimur the Rogue Star, Challenge the Accusers, or is the Azure Star, Challenge the Dissidents. Now the stars bid you to return to the Hulk of Uriz, where you shall stand against the dissidents once again. Your adversary Barker Ashport likely knows the cycle of rites is drawing to a close. Yep, I've completed a load of the optional rites with the Crystal Ball Lady. The cycle of the rites is seen to end, the exiles of the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even yourself are running out of time. Okay, so I'll call the stream here, and come Friday we'll be completing the game. Whew, and all without any power cuts. Yep, I'll see you guys, thanks all for coming. Oh, and we've hit 1k views, so that's a nice milestone. Anywho, let's see who there is to raid. Yep, I hope you have a good evening too, Fry. Well, I don't know what time of day it is in Canada, but well, I hope you have a good day at any rate. Firefox is updating. Slowly, apparently. Ah, sort of the mid-afternoon then, fair enough. It's loading slower than ever. Okay, Fry. I hope you have a good evening. Well, hope you have a good afternoon then. I hope to see you on Friday if you've got time. Come on, Firefox. Here we go. Okay, we've got his Cursenus playing Hitman 2, Lee Pandis playing Valorant, and Kibi NK playing Mass Effect. Yep, haven't raided Nick in a while. Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Do 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 do. I can't actually carry a tune.
Easier. Technically, that was an accident. It sure was. We'll do the point, man. And then we'll have to work out what the accident is for the last one. I think